Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. Today we got a marathon of new 80s music, and this is by Michael. Thank you so much, Michael, for this list, and I can't wait to check these out. Thank you for sponsoring the marathon, and for being such a cool guy. Thank you so much, all of you guys that help out the channel, that help that you love just supporting the channel, and that's amazing for me. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So there is let's see, there's some information that Michael provided, not too much, but a little bit, and we're going to talk about it. So we have 5 songs. We're going to start it off. This is, first of all, it's called 80s post-punk / new wave. I know there's a lot of those, but it's just 5 songs. So, to get more music out, we have to pretty much, the name will repeat itself. So first we're going to do Don't Cry by Robin Lane and the Chartbusters, and this is from the album of the same name. This is from 1980. It says, great interplay of multiple guitars and bass, lovely melody and harmonies. I can't wait. Guitar and bass, you got me at guitar. I'm just kidding. Let's see, who is this? Oh no. Then it says Mission of Mercy by the Motels from the album All for One. This is from 1982, led by Martha Davis. This one is a bit of a rocker for them, but it's a lot of fun. All right, cool. Then Up the Down Escalator by the Chameleons from the album Script of the Bridge, 1983. I love that they're going and the year. It says classic British post-punk guitar-driven new wave. Then we're back to 81, and then 80. It says Belinda by the Eurythmics from the album In the Garden, 1981. I'm assuming you've heard the Eurythmics. I have. They're so popular. This is one of their first albums before they became big hits, and sports a different sound for them. All right. Yeah, I do remember having them on the list. And then this is Breathing by Kate Bush from the album Never Forever. And of course, Kate Bush, she's an icon. She's just amazing. And it says, we end this intensity and musical uniqueness of Kate Bush. This is a really powerful, dark song sung from the point of view of the first baby being born after a nuclear war. Oh, wow. This song has a slow outro, don't turn it off too early. Okay, I won't. All right, awesome, cool. Thank you so much, Michael, for the information. And I'm going to put on the headset and let's start, we don't have to pause. Oh, now I was like, I think I'm talking too low. I hope I wasn't screaming into the microphone. But here we go. Thank you so much, Michael. I got him already here on the list on Spotify. If you're new to the channel, please do like and subscribe. If there's any song that you remember, please post a comment in the comment section below. There's a lot of friendly people here that will, answer. We will answer, Alexa and me. You're going to make some friends in the comment section, I promise you. But yeah, it does help out, to be subscribed. Also that way you don't miss any videos. You can turn off the bell so it doesn't, like, every time I release a video, you don't get that notification, but at least it's going to show you that there is a new video, but it's not going to be like, I don't know. I even turn that off myself, All right, so here we go with Don't Cry. So again, thank you so much for the description of all these tunes, and here we go. So good. So good. And I remember this this cover even from the last time I did a reaction to them, and they remind me a little bit of I was just looking here of the, let's see here. For some reason, I don't know, just the voice, you know, reminded me of B-52s. I know that's kind of like weird because B-52s is such a different style of music, but you know, but I love how clever the composition was, you know, and it had that like little punk feel, the drums, but it's not, you know, it's not really cool. Where's that band that I wanna compare it with? Let's see. I have them like, I don't have them by name. Let's see. Is it? I just want to get it right because there's a band called, I think, let's see. Let me type it in and then I'll know what it is. Wait a minute. That's the thing. It's D. No. You know what? Don't worry about it. I think I'm off. No, it's not that. Hey, it's gonna come back into my mind. It just reminded me of a different band, and I think it's also, it has that same style, you know, that well, it does say post-punk. It reminded me, like, you know, punk rock, you know. And the new wave, I'm still getting into that, you know. It's that's a whole that's an entire rabbit hole for itself, you know, the new wave music. But post-punk, I kind of, when I hear it, I called it punk. It's post because I guess punk is more a 70s thing. Although you can't really say that, you know, there's punk bands from the 80s as well. But post-punk has a distinctive sound. And yes, I did love, you know, the chorus, very clever, and I love that it was not like as distorted, you know. It was just like it had a certain overdrive on there, but you can still play chords without playing fifths, you know, power chords. It's not gonna sound like jin 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 jin. It's still gonna sound like when you're strumming, you still hear all, you know, the notes instead of just one, you know. So I enjoyed that, and there was some nice licks in there, and just very cool. Very short, but very good. Just very effective, you know, like radio play. All right, so next one is from the Motels. I've done a reaction to them as well. Mission of Mercy. And here we go. They have them. That's the distortion that they didn't have the other ones. What a great bass line. so good. A nice guitar solo, like some tapping there, like Van Halen style. It's so funny because I just read an article that Van Halen's like when somebody was touring with Van Halen back in the day, you know, everybody knows that Van Halen didn't really invent the tapping, technique. Like it's been done before, like many years before. Even Steve Hackett was doing it in Genesis. But since he became so big, and pretty much in every solo he kind of like would apply it, and people were like, "What is he doing?" And then if somebody was touring with Van Halen, the pretty much not Van Halen, but pretty much the producers of the concert would be like, "Hey, don't do any tapping, please. That's Van Halen's stuff." So that's kind of crazy, But I get it. It's like taking away like the magic trick, and if the opening act is doing the same as the main act, that would be, I get it, But nice. I love the dum dum dum, the dum 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 dum, the bass line. I love how some people get so riled up when Alexa and I do the air guitars. And I just saw this comment, and this was like, I don't know why I saw it. It was from like a year ago, because I was checking out some older some older Yes videos, and the guy was like, "Oh, you're so ridiculous," like pretending to know, pretending you know how to play, and then and then with the guitars behind you that you don't know how to play. And then Alexia literally sent him a video of all my guitar videos that I have on the channel, and he never answered back. It's like, oh man, and I guess you just wanted to be mean. And then it's so funny because even Alexia was like, "Hey, look at that," like I'm sure he plays more than you do. But yeah, really cool. I love. This reminds me a little bit of No Doubt, like the voice and the delivery. No Doubt is obviously came after this, like 91, 92. But it has like this really nice, the bass here like dominates, and it's really like a fun, just like you said in your description, the bass and the guitar have really cool meaning here. Let's say, oh, that wasn't the first one that you, okay. Well, I'm calling it out on this one, on the second one. Really cool bass line. And yeah, this one started literally with the distortion of like that I was talking about, that they didn't have in the Robin Lane, song. But yeah, they're like more like really cool. All right, let's keep going. Awesome. Really cool. I love these marathons, and it's just music that I would never, I guess, gotten to know by myself, because sometimes you're not looking in a certain direction, and right now I'm so privately, I'm listening to a lot of instrumental stuff and a lot of guitar music. And that's not just Alan Holdsworth, I'm getting into just like stuff that I was into maybe like 10 years ago, like Paul Gilbert, stuff like that. Just Joe Satriani, Steve Vai. Like I'm trying to, I don't know. Since I got this guitar, I don't know. It's really a beautiful guitar. Like yes, I mean it looks beautiful, but the way when you play, it's very it's designed to. It's a very fast guitar and it's very thin. The neck is very thin and oh my god, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful guitar. That's what's so funny about people when they say, "Oh, like you know, like what I mentioned about like a person that knows about music instruments or a musician." I mean, even with this camera, I know you can't really see, but you can see the pickups, you know. These are not cheap instruments, you know. So it's kind of like you're calling me out, but you obviously don't know. These are not $200-$300 guitars. They're like, these are expensive instruments, you know. They're really top notch. I mean, they're not like, I mean, the best of the best, but they're like, they're not for beginners. These are like guitars, you know, for advanced, you know, playing. So yeah, so that's just so funny when people, you know, oh man, you know, it's so funny. But you know, it's part of putting yourself out there, you know, on YouTube, on camera. And there's so many people that criticize everything, you know. It's, but you really create like this super thick skin, you know. Nothing really affects you anymore. At the beginning, when we would do videos, I was just like, wow, how can people like be so mean, you know? And then it's just like, well, you know, they just type, you know, stuff into the comments, but they don't really think that there's somebody on the other end, you know, like us, and they think we're some sort of robots or something, you know. So yeah, that's that's unfortunately the situation sometimes, not always. You know, most of the people that leave comments are very, very nice. They leave very, very beautiful, you know, yeah, they leave really kind words and really like thank you, and you know, this was fun, you know. But there's always going to be some Debbie Downers, you know, in the comment section, unfortunately. All right. So now the next song is by the, let's see, did I pronounce this correctly? Chameleons, okay. Chameleons, yeah, Chameleons. Wait a minute, because I don't want to make a. Oh, okay, up the down escalator. Okay, we got it. Okay, I was just like I don't want to play the wrong song, but here we go. From 1983. Let's go.
Obnoxious actions, obnoxious results. Yeah, from teachers who refuse to be taught. Distorted pictures and dizzy, dizzy people rush by me at the speed of thought. And sits at the tables and throw us a scraps. For Christ's sake, leave me something. And now they can erase you at the flick of a switch. How long must we wait? Oh, there must be something wrong, boys. Yeah, there must be something wrong, boys. There must be something wrong, boys. Don't you hate me down?
So good.
There's no Eden anyway. Let's sit at the tables and throw us a scraps. For Christ's sake, leave us something. And now they can erase you at the flick of a switch. How long will it take? Now there must be something wrong, boys. Yeah, there must be something wrong, boys. There must be something wrong, boys. Dragging me down. And you're dragging me down. And you're dragging me down. You either swim or you drown.
So cool. Like, I loved the voice, this band, like the vocalist, and I don't know, something about it, you know, like a little bit raspy. I don't know, it just really, really good, you know. And I love the synth, you know, playing in the background, and then that guitar with that huge amount of reverb, like really, really cool sound, man. So good. I wish these songs were a little bit longer, you know, but I get it, you know, they were just perfect for radio. 3 minutes, 50 seconds, you know, 4 minute is like the format. I know, you know, 20 years before it was only 2 minutes and a little bit, you know, radio play was very short. And then I guess in the 80s, they made it like 4 minutes. And then, I mean, there's always been, you know, longer songs, but I guess to write a hit, it had to be, even back then, you know, 40 years ago, attention span has always been short, you know. So with the masses, you have to kind of like get them. And now it's just seconds, you know, like when you watch a video like these shorts. I don't watch TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. Like I can't do it. It's like overkill, you know. It's like so much, and you just get kind of like addicted to it because it's like you want to watch more videos. And yes, and there's a lot of videos that are super fun and they're hilariously yeah, they're fun, you know. And most of the stuff is, you know, I mean, well, you can't really say that everything is like quality, but there's some stuff that you're like, wow, that's kind of like unbelievable, you know. You see, like, I love these I love videos, especially videos they're like when they're like humans are awesome, or people are awesome, where it's just like incredible stuff. Like, for example, like this girl I just saw in a short, because it's on YouTube too. Like, I don't do TikTok and I don't do Facebook or Instagram, but on YouTube sometimes I click on something, you know, and it's a 10-second video. Like, this girl was surfing like the biggest wave ever for a female, you know. I think it was, I don't know, like meters, I don't know, like 20 meters or something, like just ridiculous, you know. And so you have to literally, they drive you in on a jet ski, you know, and they pull you out on a jet ski pretty much, you know. So unbelievable, you know. Those are the videos that I love. But the stupid stuff, you know, where people are dancing in the street, and or just people getting into fights and all this stuff, it's just, that's the format that people watch the most, you know. Short, very very short videos. And that's the attention span, you know. The attention span is like, even videos that are 10 seconds long are 10 seconds long are sometimes too long for people, you know. They scroll. So yeah, that's why I was talking about the time, you know, of the songs, you know, the attention span. Like, nobody really listens. Only people that love, you know, that kind of music, you know, a song that's 12 minutes or 24 minutes. I like that stuff, you know, like progressive music, where it takes about 10-12 minutes for the vocalist to start singing, you know. Everything else is just build up, and, you know, so, but yeah. And that's just a matter of taste, I guess. Okay, so Belinda is next. The song Belinda of the Eurythmics. I hope I'm pronouncing this correctly. If not, you can leave it. I love when you guys, you know, pronounce the word for us. Like when we did We Are the World. Someone typed in, it rhymes with neon. Just stop, you know. It rhymes with neon. It was Ms. Warwick. So I think Alexa pronounced it wrong. I pronounced it wrong, so it's okay. Her last name, her name rhymes with neon, the color neon. So cool. So that's when I learn, you know, the best way to pronounce, when you type it in literally the way it's pronounced. All right, here we go with Belinda. Go. nice. Very, very cool. I'm sorry. I really enjoyed it. I love the I don't know, it reminded me like this is more like from the 90s, I guess. The Cranberries, you know. They had like this style, like this acoustic style, but you know, still that's something that is that I love about. It's not really acoustic, it's just like it is with, you know, electronic instruments, but they're just not that heavy, you know. So you hear everything, and the guitar strumming is distorted just like the first song, but not to the, although, you know, some stuff from the Cranberries is very heavy, like jin 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 jin, you know, like Zombie. But yeah, it reminded me a little bit of the singing. Like I think the harmonizing of and I had just read that they're a duo, so the harmonizing of her, I'm sorry, of her, and I guess the, you know, the guitar work and all this stuff was done by him, and the bass. I don't know if they did everything by themselves, but I just read they were one of the most successful duos of the 80s, you know. So very cool song, you know, really, really cool. And the bass, the guitar, very catchy. But yeah, it reminded me like of something the Cranberries would write, you know, later. Or even like there's another band that's more like grunge, but I don't know, they have a specific way, they have a specific sound, and they don't sound like all the other bands. Not that all the other bands in grunge sounded the same, actually, like not at all. Some, you know, some were similar. The voice, there was a distinct type of like style in singing, you know, like Eddie Vedder and a lot of people were singing like that. But the Smashing Pumpkins were very original when it became to the singing, because the singing was very high pitched and the guitars are very like distorted, but it was just slow. Oh, Alexia's calling. I might call her back. I mean, I can take a break and call her. But what else? Yeah, it reminded me of Smashing Pumpkins. Smashing Pumpkins. That's the style a little bit. Like, let me know, Michael, if you agree with that. Like, I don't know if you know them, but check him out. Try to listen to a Smashing Pumpkins song that's not so heavy, and let me know if you feel that there's any similarity. Okay, let me call back Alexia, because right now we have 2 family members in the hospital. That's why we're also posting a lot less, and it's just moving along a little bit slower. So yeah, I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. So it wasn't an emergency. Everything's fine. We'll talk about it later in a different video. But so far so good. So about all the, you know, all the family, and we have literally, yeah, not just 2, like 3 people in hospitals right now and the family. So yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do the last one is Kate Bush, and I mean, Kate Bush is just amazing. Like everything she does is just so different, and so let's see what she does here. But I love her work, and I love her avant-garde stuff and her progressive stuff, and I'm sure she's very well respected among her peers, you know. So all right, so this is Breathing from Never Forever. So I don't think I've reacted to this album. All right, here we go.
In the sky
Well, this reminds me so much of another band. If you can, give them a listen, Michael. They're called Shadow Gallery, and they're a little bit more, on the heavier side. I hope you don't mind, but there's a song called man, is it this one? Wait a minute. Yeah, it's on the third album, and it's called yeah, it's Hope for Us, Act 1, and check it out. It's it has like this kind of like vibe, so I'm sure they could have been inspired. I'm sure, because this band even says that they were inspired by Freddie Mercury and I think Kate Bush in the liner notes. I'm pretty sure it said Kate Bush, because the vocalist, who unfortunately passed away at a very young age, he was only like 40 or something. He was, those were his idols, Kate Bush and Freddie Mercury. So right now I'm literally listening to like bits and pieces that I've heard in Shadow Gallery. So check him out. They're on Spotify. The album is called Tyranny. So check it out. All right, cool. All right. Thank you, Michael, for letting me know about the outro. So yeah, every time I hear like some kind of like old footage, of this sort, it just makes my skin crawl. What, what they were like toying with, like the atom bomb, and just like the movie like Oppenheimer was just whoa, very good movie, like amazing acting and the music, and oh my god, and I think it's gonna win like a bunch of awards, but it's just a crazy thing that happened, and this song Yeah, like a cautionary tale. And of course, at the height of the Cold War, you know, in the 80s and the 60s through the 70s and 80s. And yeah, very, very crazy, scary. And thankfully, we haven't had any, you know, so far so good, you know. But we never know, I guess. We'll never know. But let's hope for the best. You know, there's like literally no, we don't have any control whatsoever over this, you know. So, but this was nice. This was very good. Very powerful song, you know. Very, and I love Kate Bush. I love her voice. Great guitar, reminded me of Pink Floyd a little bit, like in The Flash. Really cool. Yeah, check out Shadow Gallery if you can. I can even, I might even send you like a link by email, because I don't know if it's this song or the one that I mentioned, or, but check it out. But this was wonderful. Thank you so much for this cool, the variety. There was a lot, you know, of variety. There was, you know, a little bit of, you know, more fun oriented, and then a little bit of punk, new age, and then this was more like a very rock opera, you know, kind of. So very cool marathon. Thank you so much, Michael. I do appreciate it. Let me know what you guys think, you know, if you watch these until the end. Let me know what you think. And now, as I've said before, I kind of like figured out what to do about the whole UMG universal problem. Is by, you know, changing a couple of things in the video, but adding less songs is also, I think, a big factor, because when I started making these 6, you know, song marathons, I guess that's when I got into most trouble, the most trouble. Because before I would never get any blocks, and it was just like, but I think there's a threshold if you have an hour-long marathon. I think then they kind of, it's like, is he uploading like an entire album here, you know? So yeah, I get it, you know. So but I think we're handling it well. So again, thank you so much, Michael. I really enjoyed this marathon. Thank you so much for sponsoring it. And everybody else, let us know what you think in the comments. Is there a tune among these that you like love, you know? And yeah, let us know what you think. And thank you. I'll see you guys in the next one.